Hello fellow Nerdmaids and Nerdmaids-to-be. Today I'm going to be talking about how I won this tail at the MerLympics at MerMagicCon. Now if you remember last year I wasn't able to compete because I didn't make it in time for the preliminaries, but I was able to see the finals happen. You see Michelle here swimming very fast and she will come into play later. But without any further ado, let's go back into MerMagicCon 2020 to see my journey to winning the MerLympics.
Alright, y'all. We gotta do the MerLympics, which will be fun. It's like an obstacle course. I have a sinus saver on. It's great.
Alright, ready.
So the preliminaries were open to anyone who wanted to try out, and it was a fairly simple obstacle course. What you had to do was swim through some hoops, then grab 3 different dive toys, one of which had to be a fish, touch the wall, grab a necklace made by the Circus Siren Pod, I think I got a yellow one, and swim all the way back. And I think I did fairly well. I wore my Mahina model fin underneath my Shop Vancouver mermaid tail because you guys know that I like to go Noom. And I guess that I had gone Noom enough because that night when I was getting ready for the gala, I got a text saying I'd made it into the top 10 and was qualified for the finals.
We're here, MerLympics finals, round 1. We're gonna swim through hoops. We are going to get objects. And what's the last thing we're gonna do? Save a sailor. Save a sailor! Ooh, voice crack. I'm a lifeguard though, so it should be fine.
So the first obstacle course was another swim through the hoops. They had them in a slightly different configuration, but you basically had to go there and back, and that one was pretty fun. As you can see, I was swimming a bit slower because I partied hard the night before. The next race was to swim all the way to the end and grab 3 different dive toys. This time they all had to be different shapes. It was a little more particular. That one was pretty fun. And the last event of the first round of the finals was to save the sailor. So here you see me grabbing Wolfgang, who organized the MerLympics. Good job to him. And I am not used to my victims holding a pool noodle or me wearing a mermaid tail, but I think I did the best I could once I got in the groove.
Alright, I finished the first half of the second part of the MerLympics. And now, it's finally time. We're gonna wear Beastie Girl. Very exciting. Oh yes.
Now, when you go across the country for a convention, you want to bring your silicone tail and you want to swim in it. So I did some open swim, some photos and things with people, and I didn't want to take it off and then back on again for the Singapore Mermaids class, so I wore this tail for the second half of the finals. This event you see me doing is, I think it was called the stamina test. Basically, it was a dynamic freediving thing where we had to swim as long as we can in one breath. Now, I wasn't a super keen fan on the fact that we didn't have a spotter in the water, but I think I did pretty well. I know my limits, and I definitely didn't beat my best, but I thought I did fairly well considering I was pretty exhausted and wearing my silicone tail.
Going quicker, going quicker, going quicker, going quicker. All right, almost all the way back.
Ready? Go.
This next event was the speed test, so basically we had to go as fast as we could to do 50 meters. So that's the length of the pool there and back. And I wasn't doing super hot on this. I mean, the drag was real. My fluke stayed near the surface, which isn't ideal, but I did my very, very best. I think my total time was 41 seconds and someone else did it in 31, so I was pretty pleased. And as you can see here, I'm just like, okay, forget it. I'm just gonna full send, and I'm doing a freestyle front crawl. I don't know how effective that was, but all things considered, I was pretty pleased with the speed I was able to do this at.
He gets a trident.
You lose like 2 seconds per ring if you don't get them.
Okay, and this next one was my absolute favorite. This was the combat challenge where we basically had to spear a bunch of rings with this trident. Now at this point the Singapore Mermaids class had already started, so this is me just going at it. No practice, nothing whatsoever. But oh my goodness, this was the most fun I think I had during the whole convention. I just felt like such a warrior spearing all these rings that were under the water, and I did it all in one breath too, which I was actually pretty stoked with. And I just felt so epic, and we were supposed to come up to the surface with a big roar once we were done.
Right.
Woo! Yeah!
Woo! Woo!
And perfect 6-3.
Nice. What was your score?
27 seconds. No, she got all the rings.
Oh wow. Did she get any style points?
Yeah, she got like 1,500 subs.
Oh my gosh.
And one very waterlogged race in slow motion class later, I was very excited to see the results of the MerLympics.
We did it. We did the class, and now it is time for the closing crush ceremony of MerMagicCon.
Second place, Madison Kelly. First place for the second year running Fastest Fish in the Sea, we have Michelle Marsden. She did the 50 swim in 31 seconds. Fastest Fish in the Sea. That being said, this is now her second year winning, and we all realize we're slower than Michelle. So she has graciously decided to pass the crown, literally, which means our first place winner is Faith Brownlee. And Faith, we know you're in tail, so you can't technically walk up here. But Fin Fun is also giving you a voucher for a limited edition Fin Fun channel. So it's our first international Olympics winner. So, pose a photo.